Hi, this is Lisa Rangel with Chameleon Resumes, the premier executive resume writing company, and thank you so much for joining me today. Today, I want to talk about, it's actually a topic we haven't talked about here in the couple of years that I've been doing a YouTube channel. What are job seekers responsible for in their job search? And the idea for this question that I want to talk briefly about today came from, I just got off doing a podcast with my buddies, Mark Anthony Dyson and Jack Kelly. And, we talked about, some topics we talked about were, the skills gap that exists in today's marketplace. And frankly, it exists in every marketplace from here to the beginning of time. There's always going to be a skills gap. We talked about, what recruiters are responsible for and what job seekers are responsible for in the job search, and that where the idea came from. So I want to give credit where credit is due. So what are job seekers responsible for in the job search? Now, my answer to the question during our podcast was, I believe that job seekers are responsible for presenting what they do well as articulately, which is ironic that I'm stumbling over the word articulately, as clearly as possible and as succinctly as possible. So this way a hiring manager can see that the job seeker has what they need to solve the problems within their organization for that particular role. I think every job seeker is responsible for that. I think job seekers that leave the activity of figuring out what they want and what they're good at in the hands of the recruiter are always going to be left unfulfilled. I think as job seekers, we have to and I say we because you're my people, so I feel you. I'm with you. I've also looked for a job. I'm also somebody who runs a company, always looking for business. So that needing to be accepted and hired and approved is something that I have done as a job seeker, and I live every day as a business owner. And I live every day vicariously through each of you, my clients and my tribe. So, it's my mission, right? So I think that it's our responsibility as job seekers articulate what we do well and how well we do it. And make it, again, as succinct and as clear as possible to a hiring manager so they can discern, hey, you have what I need. I'm going to bring you in for an interview. Now, the obvious question, next question is, well, how the hell do I do that, right? So a shortcut that I really think works for most situations as a springboard to, writing your resume, doing your job search, preparing for an interview, where you can make it really easy to determine or to share what you do well and how it connects the dots for that, how you can connect the dots between that hiring manager and your achievements that are relevant, is take the job description that you are applying for, interviewing for, and look at the top 3 to 5 bullets that they have listed in the job description. And I want you to then look at your background, right? Look at your resume, look at the prep work you've done on yourself to prepare for an interview. And I want you to pick the achievement stories that speak to those 3 to 5 things. And that's what I want you to lead with. That's what I want you to lead with on your resume, on your profile, in your interview stories. Don't come to writing these documents or these interviews with everything you know how to do, and I'm going to impress the hell out of these people by showing them all the 25 things I know how to do. All you're doing is overwhelming the hiring manager, the reader of your resume, the reader of your profile. You want to be able to hone in your achievements to speak to the 3 to 5 important bullets on that particular job description or goals that they mention on the job description. Because if you can say, hey, Mr. Employer, I see that you want A, B, and C done by the person you hire in this next role. Well, here's where I've done A, B, and C, and here's how well I did it. Because you're writing it in an achievement-based format on your resume and you have achievement stories to discuss on an interview. I mean, by doing that exercise in and of itself, you are well positioned to be viewed as a solution to that hiring problem, right? Or that hiring opening. And because you're going to speak to what they need. You can't just believe you have what the company needs. You have to show them you have what they need and make it super duper easy as possible to do that, right? Now, I know many of you watching this might go, I'm already doing that. Or, yeah, but there's still problems with the recruiter. I know you might be doing it. I know telling you this may not be the elixir to the problem you may have. Doesn't mean that recruiting processes are not still inefficient, even if you are doing that. But I'm just telling you this task in and of itself of having what your hiring manager needs at top of mind in how you present yourself, in the various forms in which you need to present yourself, that will eliminate a lot of the problems you're having. It won't eliminate all of them, I'll tell you that, but it will eliminate many of them. So that's what I encourage you to do for your job search, is be responsible, take responsibility to learning how best to present your most relevant achievements that are needed by the hiring manager, by the company, based on what they write in their job description. So if you can do that, you're going to have more traction. Just guaranteed you're going to have more traction. If you want to learn how to do this, I have a job landing bundle that I put together of all of the relevant info products that can help you do this in a really low-cost way, so you don't have to hire, a big fancy job search coach. You can do it on your own, and I put everything that I know into the materials in the job search bundle below that you can get through the link that's provided to you in the description below. So make sure you grab a copy of that bundle. Get your copy and start learning how you can take responsibility for how you present yourself in conducting your job search so you can land much faster. And if you have any questions, feel free to post a comment below or email me at lr@chameleonresumes.com. I read and reply to every email and every comment. If you find that this will help somebody, this video will help somebody, I'm going to ask you to share it with them. Don't forget to like it if you've liked it and found that it helped you, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already so you don't miss next week's video. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to your comments and your questions. Take good care.